Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make these lovely Addie knitting machine pumpkins. The first thing you're going to need is the Addie machine, yarn, scissors, and a tapestry needle. We're going to cast on, so you'll just wrap your yarn around the first hook, go behind the next, then in front, and it just goes back and forth, front, back, front, back, front, back, all the way around. This is the casting on process. Make sure the yarn does get under the teeth of the needle so it doesn't slip off. Once you get to the last one, right before the black needle, you'll just place the yarn in the yarn holder and just start winding. For this pumpkin, you're going to wind about 30 to 35, depending on the size of the pumpkin that you're looking for. I did 35 on mine. Once you do get to the end of the 30 or 35, cut your yarn, and we're going to cast off using our tapestry needle. It's time consuming, but if you have 5 minutes or less, I'd say you might need 2 minutes. So you're just going to release the yarn from its yarn holder, crank it just slightly until the first black needle goes down. You're going to slide your tapestry needle in between the two teeth of the machine, and you're just going to pull it through. You want to make sure that you do grab the yarn, because if you have a live yarn, it'll just mess up the whole thing, and you're just not going to be happy. So just continue grabbing the yarn until you get to the very end. And that's it for the winding part. And it should look something like this. Just kind of stretch it. Now let's go to the next part. You should have your fiber fill, scissors, crochet hook, your stem yarn, and your pumpkin piece. So for the stem, you can use any worsted weight just as long as your machine likes it for both yarns. You're going to chain 11. In the second chain from the hook, work 2 single crochets. And then in the next chain, work 1 single crochet. And you're going to continue this down the stem, which will give it a nice curly Q effect. So it's just 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way down to the end of your stem. And if you're not going to crochet a stem, you can use a cinnamon stick, a leather tab, a wooden piece. Because if you notice in the picture that I have at the very beginning, I did a few with the sticks. So once you finish that, you're going to cut your yarn, fasten off, and then tie it to secure it. Set your stem aside. We'll come back to that in just a minute. Grab your pumpkin piece. And now we are going to work up the bottom of the pumpkin, and you're just going to cinch it. It'll want to curl out just a little bit, and you just have to kind of maneuver it so the edges don't curl out. Just keep cinching it around. Using your tapestry needle, we're going to weave in the tail in a few spots just to keep the hole closed when we start filling it with the fiber fill. So just run it in along the bottom, and then we're going to weave it up on the inside because you won't even see it. And just make sure it's the way you like, Insert through the bottom, kind of come out the side, don't pull it too tight. And now just cut it and you're done with that piece. Now for the fun part. It's going, well, before we fill it, you're going to attach the stem to the opposite side of your tail. Just grab your crochet hook, grab one of the tails on the stem, pull it through, and then just secure it with a knot just to hold it in place. And once you do that, you can either cut the tails off or you can just kind of stuff them inside a little bit. I just stuffed it. Grab your fiber fill. You want to have it squishy but not too stiff. So I fill mine about almost all the way. It's about 3/4 of the way up to the top. And I still want to make sure it's just nice and squishy. So just start stretching and moving everything inside. Make sure you can do it by feel and just move it around a little bit. And when you are satisfied with what you want, just move the fiber fill out of the way, attach the tapestry needle to the tail, and now you're going to cinch it closed. Make sure the stem is up and not inside. So just cinch it and it'll look like a oblong pear. I think it looks like a pear. So you just want to tuck the stem yarn inside. You won't even see it. So keep cinching it. And now you're going to squeeze it from the top to the bottom. Take your tail, wrap it around the side, up through the bottom to the top. And now not too hard so your yarn breaks. You want to yank it just a little bit to give it a little slight pumpkin look to it. Maneuver around. Do the same thing up through the bottom, through the top. Yank it just a little bit. Turn it. And you're going to do this about 5 or 6 times, however many times you want to go around. And just keep cinching it. And I think I might do it 1, maybe 2 more times. So just from the bottom to the top, yank it just a little bit, and it looks like we'll just do it probably 1 more time. Once you get the look that you're looking for, kind of see it from the top and around, it looks like the way you want, then take your tail. Oh, I guess we are going to go up 1 more time, just not satisfied with what I had. I think that's right. So go up from the top to the bottom, kind of secures it in place a little bit. Is it the way you want? Check it out. I think it is. Now you're just going to tie a knot in the bottom just to secure it in place. And then run your tapestry needle back up through the bottom to the top. And that's it. How easy is that? Look at that. How cute. Make them in all kinds of different colors. You got this. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Bye for now.